Arsenal get us away again, leading by 1-0, and of course inching closer to that league and cup double. They're in a semi-final of the FA Cup, of course, against Tottenham. You'd never get anybody here to speculate on that, but certainly the fans are beginning to think that way. And as I've said before, if they win here tonight, that gives them a 5-point lead over Liverpool in the race at the top of the league championship. Dixon with the throw. Grah with the header. Ormonroyd. There's Adams. Just beaten once in the league. Arsenal, that was in February at Chelsea. Since then they've played 10 games, won 7 of them, drawn 3, and in those 10 games, would you believe, conceded only 3 goals. Now, that's the task facing Villa, as they need to get back on level terms in this game tonight. Nigel Spink with a goal kick for Aston Villa. Up towards Cascarino. Cascarino's header onto Penrice. Campbell, the goal scorer, getting the better of David Platt. Oh. And Hillier passing the ball through the legs of Gordon Cowan. In the end, it'll come for the goal kick. Graham now down on the bench. Pressure? What pressure, he said yesterday in the chase for the championship. Well, as I say, it's a good, relaxed Arsenal performance so far. Come in. A little lucky maybe to get a second chance at that one, but nonetheless found Penrice. And really the pattern of the first half being repeated here in the early parts of the second, as Arsenal come pounding forward again. Dixon. Merson. Dixon again. Bit of pace about him. Now, what sort of cross on the end of it? Well, the less said about that, the better. Goal kick. Aiming for Ormonroyd, but he's beaten in the air by Adams. Cascarino to Paul McGrath. Penrice chasing this one. Gets it back to Ormonroyd. Not a very good cross. Bow being hustled by Platt, doing his best to set the right captain's example for Villa. In the end, gets the throw. So the Arsenal defence backpedal as Penrice now takes a good long throw there. And Seaman gathering it at the highest point above the head of Derek Mountfield. Dispossessing Merson. What a nice ball there. Play for Ormonroyd against Bold. Getting some support now from Cascarino. And from McGrath, who's made a terrific break from the back as well. And in the end, the safety factor was applied by Nigel Winterburn. And Villa get their first corner of the game. To be taken by Gordon Cowans. And as we've said before in this season, nobody delivers a more accurate corner than Cowans, normally at any rate. Curled in there towards the near post, and it'll be another one off Steve Bold. McCowan tries again. Curled a little deeper this time towards Mountfield. There's his header. And Ormond Royd kicked off the line. And Arsenal break away again. Merson. And Villa so close to an equalising goal there after that corner from Gordon Cowans. A header by Mountfield looked as though it opened up the way, and Ormond Royd's stabbing shot cleared at the last by desperate Arsenal. Well, here is the Cowans corner, and it's a very good header by Mountfield. He plays it a little deeper this time. There's Mountfield's header. And Ormond Royd has his shot charged away, and Villa get a throw here. And Rice. Gets a free kick. He's looked a lively character, Gary Penrice. Common going forward. For this one, Mountfield's getting in there, scores his ration of goals from the back as well. Cascarino with the header, just wide. No, in fact, it's pulled down by Seaman. And Arsenal get it away. McGrath. Platt. Price. It's a better spell this by Aston Villa. Although they might well recall that in the first half, when they were having their best spell of the game, it was Arsenal who broke away and scored. Outfield. Gage under that one. And Rice. It's a straight to Winterburn. His touch to Hilliard. Gets the better of Cowans, but there was a foul by the Aston Villa player. It'll be a free kick to Arsenal. Winterburn playing it left-footed there towards Merson. Smith battling with Ormond Royd. A free kick to Villa. No, it'll be a throw. Here's Bold. Winterburn. Cummins header. Dixon getting it forward to Merson. Some good play here by Paul Merson. A little touch now to Davis. Onto the left foot. Cross in towards Smith. Mountfield meeting it for Villa. And Cowans belting it away. Foul by Cascarino on Adams. And here come Arsenal again. Hilliard. Limpar. Winterburn. Hilliard taking up a good position here. Calls for a good cross. Gets one towards Smith and Merson. Merson knocking it down for Alan Smith. Slight hesitancy about the Villa defending there, and they nearly paid dearly for it. Penrice looked as though he was getting into trouble there, and Mountfield's ball never looked like reaching Price. Davis! It's a goal! So Paul Davis makes it 2. Arsenal have some breathing space on which to build now. Some good work here by Winterburn. Davis on the turn, against the post and just over the line to register Arsenal's second of the night. And only the third of the season for Paul Davis. Up goes McGrath. Ormonroyd. An obstruction by Davis. Well, Villa, I recall, were 2 goals down at the weekend against Everton and came back to a 2-2. Penrice. Outfield. Penrice trying to get in there. Callan's getting in there, but wide of the Arsenal goal. Goal kick for Arsenal. McGrath's header. Hillier up to Campbell, just onside. Merson to Limpar, stopped by Price. Up to Cascarino. A free kick to Villa. So really, as in the first half, when Villa enjoying quite a good spell of action, suddenly get hit by a goal. It happened in the first half when Campbell scored. It's happened in the second half when Paul Davis added the second. Here's McGrath with the free kick towards Ormonroyd. Good job by McGrath. Price brought down by Limpar. Sportingly lifted him up. Smile from the Villa fullback and a free kick as well. To be taken by Derek Mountfield. Should be Seaman's ball, and it is. A good jump by Ormonroyd. Winterburn. Hillier with a space for him. To Merson on the far side. Arsenal playing with flowing confidence at the moment. Merson's cross. A deep one towards Alan Smith, nodded down by him! Blocked off the line by McGrath. The linesman's given it. That'll be 3-0. Smith's header. Spink prostrate. Spink had missed it. And McGrath kicked it away, but the linesman had said that it had crossed the line. Here's Smith's header. Over Nigel Spink. And cleared by McGrath, but the linesman already was flagging and indicating a goal, and Arsenal are 3 up. Smith's header. Spink will be disappointed, I think, not getting to that one. And although Paul McGrath got it away, the goal is given. Arsenal 3, Aston Villa 0. Gage with the header. A foul on Limpar, a free kick. It's a free kick for Arsenal. Paul Davis will take it. Smith, a great save by Spink. What a lovely touch by Alan Smith, and a superb piece of reflex goalkeeping by Nigel Spink. And another corner for Arsenal. There's the free kick, there's the flick, and there's the save. Limpar, a deep one this time. And it was McGrath whose header saved Villa there, but it's another corner for Arsenal. It's a short one. Davis finding Merson, flick with the outside of the boot there towards Anders Limpar. It's another one for Smith. It's 4-0. Well, it's developing into a rout now with these 3 goals in the second half. Limpar driving this across the 6-yard area. And Alan Smith with the touch that makes it 4. So Smith takes his tally to 20 for the season. And Arsenal are home and dry. Penrice. Here's Winterburn. That's Penrice. Come in. And Villa just at the moment all over the place. Not surprising to concede 3 goals as quickly as that. To go 4-0 down. Limpar. Well, George Graham was reported as saying we won't crack on our quest for the title, and certainly Arsenal showing no signs of it tonight here. A splendid performance by them. Penrice. Rice to Penrice. Cascarino waiting in the middle. Ormonroyd's there as well. Now Villa will be regretting the chances that came their way in the first half. Price flicked away superbly by Seaman. That took a most wicked deflection. Chris Price thought he was on the score sheet again, as he was last season. But Seaman looks absolutely unbeatable. Here's a corner. Taken by Cowans. Floated in towards the near post again. A little deeper this time. Seaman. And what a good throw by the goalkeeper to Winterburn. That should be Spink's ball, and it is. Good jump by Cascarino, but a foul there on Adams. A free kick for Arsenal. Merson. Davis. In goes Cascarino to try and retrieve the ball for Aston Villa. Finds Gage with it. Down the flank, but there's nobody there in a white shirt. Bold. Winterburn. Limpar. Brought down by Comin. A free kick to Arsenal. And still 25 minutes to go. Hilliard. Graham missed that one. Gage was behind him though. Up to Penrice. Platt. Ormonroyd. Dixon. Well, that's quite a performance tonight by Arsenal to set before a Prime Minister and certainly before a big crowd here at Highbury tonight. Smith. Limpar. Davis up alongside him, Campbell up alongside him, and McGrath stealing the show at that moment. They've got Platt down injured at Villa at the moment. Gage up to Ormonroyd. In goes Dixon, and Ormonroyd down as well now. Platt feeling that left ankle, I think. Not much is going right for Villa tonight. But David Platt all right to resume. And a free kick, which Mountfield will take. No, he thought it was a free kick. It's a throw. Adams poised underneath this one, a little flick on by Davis, up towards Smith. Davis again to Limpar, beautifully taken by Limpar. Wide for Winterburn. Hilliard's up ahead of him, Limpar's here waiting. And away goes Limpar. Shot charged down by Comet. Only as far now as Winterburn. To David Hilliard. Penrice battling away, Chris Price also. And a foul on Price by Penrice. And a free kick to go. Smith. Cobbin. Burns pass there towards Smith, but it had reached only Platt. And Bold calmly getting it back to David Seaman. No, by no means out of the relegation jungle yet. And here are Arsenal looking to punish them further as Winterburn cross it in towards Alan Smith. Davis tries to keep it going again. Mountfield can only head it as far as Limpar. Here's Winterburn again. Hilliard. Charged down by Cobbin. Still in some trouble at the bottom end of the table. In fairness, Sunderland and Derby County look in worse trouble. Certainly a 4-0 victory for Arsenal will do their already very healthy goal difference a world of good. Here they come again. Davis neatly tricking Penrice. A little touch for Campbell. Now for Hillier. Limpar's waiting here for him. Crossing towards Smith on the far side. Almost got to Smith as well, who's on his hat-trick. But Arsenal get a corner. Played for Dixon. Bold with a header. Well, Adams almost got a foot in as well. Limpar refuses to believe it's gone out of play, but now it has. Illustrated. Mountfield with it. Dixon. Up to Smith. In for Merson. An Arsenal throw by no means taken from the right place by Kevin Campbell. Limpar. Campbell, back went in rather high on Campbell there. Bit of frustration showing there from the Aston Villa captain. And a little handshake at the end of it and a calming word from the referee and a free kick given to Arsenal, which Nigel Winterburn will take. Going towards Smith and Campbell. Hillier getting the better of Towns. Goal kick. Sure as the referee slipped for a moment. Smiles all round. Adams. Comfortably in the air that time. Over Cascarino. Campbell, but Spink got there first, and Campbell genuinely going for the ball has caught Spink, and Spink is down and injured, and they'll quickly get the physio Jim Walker on for that one. As if Villa haven't got enough troubles already tonight. But I honestly feel that Campbell felt there was a chance of him getting that ball and nicking it away from Spink as he came outside the penalty area. I suppose all forwards will say, well, he was entitled to do that. It was never quite going to get back to the goalkeeper. Out comes Spink, and as you can see, it was certainly you couldn't attach any blame to the young Arsenal striker. But it obviously looks to be pretty painful for Nigel Spink. So it's been a good night's work for Arsenal. And their manager, George Graham, in the centre there. Not so good for Villa. Joseph Englosh on the right, Peter With in the centre, deep in thought there. Dennis Booth on the left. Certainly there's plenty for Villa to contemplate, but it's so far been a really excellent Arsenal performance. Spink is painfully to his feet. Oh, that looks bad. So, one presumes that one of the six-footers in the Villa side, and there's quite a clutch of them. One of them will be going possibly into goal. Gary Lewin, the Arsenal physio, come on to see if and a stretcher's needed for Nigel Spink. So Mark Burke coming on, and a stretcher needed there for Nigel Spink, the Aston Villa goalkeeper. It's been a season of problems for Villa, and David Platt looks to be the man who's going to take over the goalkeeping jersey. This is it again, as Kevin Campbell ran for it. Out comes Nigel Spink, and a clash there. And in all honesty, I have to say that it seemed to me that Campbell genuinely was going for the ball, which was, I think he was entitled to do, outside the box there. But Platt's going into goal, Burke's coming on as a substitute. The Arsenal team doctor there waiting to see whether he can give any help to Nigel Spink. And Villa 4 down, wearing an Arsenal goalkeeping shirt. The North Bank like that. Clearly they couldn't get Spink's jersey off him. And the loud voice behind me says that's the best move David Platt has ever made. Well, a few Villa fans would disagree with that, but it's tough to see Nigel Spink going off there. And getting a warm and generous round of applause from everybody, not least from the North Bank behind that Villa goal. A great pro, Nigel Spink, over many good seasons for Villa. And let's hope that injury is not too serious. They've decided that David Platt should not wear an Arsenal goalkeeper's jersey. Villa now get their reserve one out. So Kevin Campbell, scorer of one of the goals. We've got this whole show on the road for Arsenal tonight. One by Paul Davis, two by Alan Smith, and David Platt now determined there won't be any more. A drop ball, Mascherino and Hillier just waiting for the stretcher to get off the field. It's a drop ball, and Arsenal sportingly give the ball back to David Platt, who gets his first touch. A World Cup hero in an unusual position now tonight. There goes Gage for Villa. Just in towards Cascarino. Penrice is poised, waiting as well. Can Chris Price get there? Challenged by Limpar and beaten by him. Limpar to Winterburn. Up to Smith. Commons header. And Dixon keeps it into play. And there's 10 minutes left, but as you can imagine, a lot of injury time as well. lucky for some, at any rate. 13 shirt. Rice to Penrice. Cascarino. An extraordinary clearance there, straight into touch. Maybe he should take lessons from David Platt. Burke. Winterburn. Now Price. Got Mark Blake alongside him. Outfield with the throw. Cascarino. Ilya getting it forward. Good turn there by Campbell. Could have been a handball there by Mountfield, but the referee was perfectly placed and gave nothing. Here's Blake again. Bring it back to David Platt. Burn. Yeah. Burn. Platt's ball. Merson had made a good break through the midfield, hoping to pick up something there. It's with Adams. Stopped by Blake. And McGrath. Here's Penrice. Penrice playing it in towards Cascarino. Arsenal get it away again. Adams and then Bowles. The back heel for Merson. Campbell through the middle. Campbell now. Chance for goal number 5. Kevin Campbell. And the Villa defence absolutely torn asunder there. The long ball through, releasing the pace of Kevin Campbell. He cut inside Derek Mountfield. And then provided a shot that David Platt couldn't reach. 5-0. Villa defence nowhere, and Campbell registers his second goal of the night and Arsenal's 5th. Well, the substitute goalkeeper had no chance with that, but it's a real quality Arsenal performance here tonight now. It's the sort of performance, really, you have to say, that wins championships. Not a weakness in sight. And teamwork and finishing of the highest order. towards Smith again. McGrath holding them up that time. Campbell again. Well, both Campbell and Smith on hat-tricks now. But McGrath cutting that one out. Picking up Winterburn. Could it be another one? Over the top. It's almost shooting practice now for Arsenal. And really with something like 3 minutes of normal time left, plus a hefty dose of time added on for injuries, you wouldn't bank against Arsenal in this form getting another one or two. Campbell. Limpar's gone springing through the middle again. This time Platt was there, did well. And the Arsenal fans quick to applaud the Villa emergency goalkeeper. In the unlucky number 13 shirt. Winterburn. Hillier. Dixon. Adams. Dixon. Played wide for Merson. Going past the defenders as though they don't exist at the moment. Come in. Free kick to Villa. Mountfield with the free kick towards Cascarino. That'll go for the goal kick. David Seaman, 7 clean sheets in the last 10 and 20 in the 30 league games that Arsenal have played this season, and not far from another one tonight. Campbell chasing. Limpar skipping along again, the little ball there for Hillier, tried a long-range shot. Never scored for Arsenal in the first team. Fancy this chance just for a moment there against David Platt, but it's a goal kick for Villa. Ormonroyd, and Rice. Up to Cascarino, Ormonroyd again. Surrounded by red shirts. Feeds it now for fullback Chris Price. Blake. And will Price get in there? No, Seaman once again is first. The throw he hoped would release Winterburn, but falls instead for Mountfield. So what will he try with this one? Now playing time added on for injuries at the end of 90 minutes. Played in by Merson, knocked away by Mountfield. In comes Adams. Smith to Merson. And now for Dixon. Oh, a lovely bit of play there between Dixon and Smith. And McGrath gets it away up to Cascarino. No way to go at the moment, only backwards. Then McGrath plays it forward and hits it straight to Smith. But for once there's nobody for Arsenal there in that penalty area, and Black gets it away to Blake. Price. Rice, a lone figure up there in a white shirt at the moment, on a night that's been dominated by Arsenal and their powerful all-round play. Winterburn holding up Penrice. Hands going in, a little rashly maybe, and a free kick given to Arsenal. Cascarino. Here comes Merson again. Callens. Hit towards Bold. Nodded on by Hillier. Gage getting it comfortably to Comin. Maybe Arsenal's appetite for goals has at last been satisfied. Look at the referee's watch. Bold again getting there before Penrice. Gage getting it away. And Gage again. A late Villa break. And they got plenty up. But the ball finishes in amongst the Villa fans behind that goal. And in a way that just sums up Aston Villa's night. Villa in fact had a few bright moments in the first half and a few bright moments in the second, but other than that it's been totally dominated by Arsenal. Perry Groves stripping off now. This must be one of the latest substitutions of all time, I would think. 3 minutes into injury time and they're trying to get Perry Groves on. Gage on the far side, and if the ball goes out of play, presumably they will. Yeah, they're going to take off David Hillier and bring Perry Groves on. Well, your guess is as good as mine as to what that's all about. With literally seconds remaining and Arsenal leading 5-0. And Michael Thomas on as well, so it's a double substitution for Arsenal. Free kick to Arsenal. Dixon will take it. Good jump by Mountfield. Merson and Hillier who've gone off, and it's Dixon who goes tumbling. Callens up towards Cascarino. 5 minutes of time added on for injuries have gone by. Seaman again getting there before Penrice. Another look at the watch. Winterburn. Outfield. It's an Arsenal throw. The linesman have signalled to the referee that as then they're concerned, the time is up. There goes the final whistle. A really significant night in the chase for the league championship, as Arsenal win by 5-0. The sort of performance, as I say, that wins championships, totally professional. They really have thrown down the gauntlet now to Liverpool, saying, catch us if you can. Arsenal 5 points clear of Liverpool now, both with 31 games played, 7 to go in the championship, and perhaps the double, of course. That's coming sharply into view now for Arsenal. 2 goals for Alan Smith, 2 for Kevin Campbell, and 1 for Paul Davis. A night of great achievement for Arsenal, achieved with quality football and great teamwork. The final score then, Arsenal 5, Aston Villa 0.